Hey, what's up? Welcome to or back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite person in the world. This grumpy kitten. This is Coco. She is the grumpiest cat I own and the only cat I own. I would like to have more, but she does not like other animals. Don't know how it's going to work out for us in the future because I really want a little dog. Anyways, today we're talking about Grumpy, Coco, Coconut, whatever you want to call her. I more often call her Grumpy because I built her the best thing ever, in my personal opinion. If you're like me and you have a cat and you really want your cat to live their best lives, however you hate those awful cat trees, then you've came to the right video. When I first got this little ball of Grumpy, I quickly realized how much she loved being up high and like climbing all over everything and knocking things over. It's a fun time that we have. And I really wanted to get her a cat tree. However, I searched and I searched and I searched and I could not find any that weren't horrible. No offense if you have normal cat trees in your home, but they're just not attractive. They're not aesthetically pleasing whatsoever. And I refused to spend $70+ on one because I didn't want to look at it. I knew I wanted to find some kind of different solution that would make Grumpy happy, but also would make me happy to look at, and it would not irritate me every day that I spent $70 some or more on this horrendous looking cat tree that I can't stand. So basically I figured out I was gonna build a cat tree on my wall in my living room. It's like an open floor plan situation, and the pantry backs up to the living room, and so there's like this small little inlet of wall that's maybe 2 foot wide that I decided was perfect for a DIY cat tree. So basically I wanted to use that space to make some kind of vertical situation for Coco, and the best thing I could think of was really just finding shelving, and I knew Ikea had these small white shelves that would be perfect for her to like jump up from one to the other. And in my mind, I thought that the floating shelves would be totally fine and that they would be sturdy enough to hold her. And then I started to like attach one to the wall and realized that that was not going to work. So then I went and bought brackets to screw them into my wall that also seemed not sturdy enough. As we can see, she's not like a super big kitten, but this belly of hers is 8 pounds. She's on the diet currently. She's not happy about it, but she doesn't get a lot of exercise. That's why I get worried about her, you know, because she can't go outside because she's deaf. I have a video dedicated to when I first got Coco. If you want to know more information about her, I'll link it down below. Anyways, she's not humongous, but she does weigh a solid 8 pounds, and I knew she would be like jumping from one shelf to the next, so that's like really forcing her body weight down, and I didn't want the shelves to break or come out of the wall. So then option 3 was I ordered some more stuff from Ikea because I don't live close to an Ikea. And if you didn't know, no matter how much you spend with Ikea, you cannot get free shipping. It's very annoying. So then I ordered some brackets from Ikea. I got these ones right here. They were like less than $1 or $1 or something like that, and all the reviews were like super high of them and said that they would feel comfortable with these holding 20 to 30 pounds. And then I ended up getting these drywall anchors to go into the screws of the brackets just to make sure that nothing was gonna happen. And these I got unnecessary, but they hold up to 79 pounds and I used 2 on each bracket. So, you know, we're really secure in there, I hope. I decided based on my wall height, I wanted to do 3 shelves, and I have a side table that sits under the first shelf. So I knew that the first shelf could be up significantly higher than like the bottom of the wall because she could still jump to it. I decided to space out each shelf 2 feet apart in height because I felt like she could easily jump that far. She jumps up on my bed, on my counters, she somehow gets in the top of my closet. So I wasn't concerned about that, but I also didn't want to make it like too far to where she would never use it or get scared about it. So I still use the L brackets on each shelf, and I use the bracket from Ikea with the drywall anchors on each shelf. These anchors that I got as a PSA, they say on the bag that you don't need to drill a hole in the wall to use these, but you kind of do. I didn't drill holes in the wall exactly, but every time I tried to like start doing these without drilling holes in the wall, I just like could not do it. It has like a groove to where you can fit a Phillips head screwdriver in here. You're supposed to be able to just screw it into the wall first, and then it gives you additional screws to screw into the anchor, but it just really wouldn't work. I guess because the tip of this isn't quite sharp enough really to get into the wall, and it just was taking a lot more time than I wanted it to. So if I were you, if you have regular drill, like a drill bit to drill a hole in the wall big enough to fit whatever anchor you're using, I would highly recommend that over this. It's much easier. These really took me a long time, and what I ended up doing was taking the screws that I was given with the anchor and screwing this into the wall first, and then taking it out and then screwing this in, because it created enough of a hole that it was easier for me to get these in, but it still took way more time than just like drilling a hole into the wall and pushing regular anchors in would have done. So basically I just screwed 3 shelves into the walls using this system, and they felt pretty secure. And of course I measured everything out and leveled everything off the best that I could. I still feel like some of the things did not come out exactly even, but like from a distance you kind of can't tell. The other thing I got from Ikea for this project is another bracket for the wall, and I actually got this to hang a cat toy on. My idea was to like hang it on the wall and then have like yarn coming through here and a cat toy hanging down. To make the cat toy, I literally just got some yarn from Hobby Lobby, I think, and I wrapped it around my 4 fingers 50 times each. I did 2 different colors. Then I tied the middle of it together with another string, and then I cut through the loops on each end, and it made like a little fluffy ball situation. And then I just attached a piece of long yarn to it and tied it onto the bracket, and it turned out to be a nice little cat toy. And when I screwed this bracket into the wall, I also did use the anchors just because I didn't know if Coco would try to jump on this or not, and I figured if she did, I'd rather be safe than sorry. But besides that, that's pretty much it. It really was super easy once you kind of figure out what you're doing, what your measurements are, the tools that you need, and like what kind of wall you're working with. It really was super easy, and I'm much happier with how it looks versus a normal cat tree situation. So this is how my living room area looked prior to doing this DIY cat tree. And this is how it looks now. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was really helpful for you. I'm genuinely so happy with it. Coco seems to really love it, and I'm really just so thankful I didn't have to buy one of those horrendous cat trees. And I actually think this ended up being way cheaper anyways, especially if you live near an Ikea, or if you want to go to like Lowe's and have them cut out pieces of wood for you to be shelves. It would be significantly cheaper than those big cat trees that are like kind of awful. I might end up adding to this at some point too, but for now I'm pretty happy with it. I think Coco really loves it, and it's a win for me. One of the best DIY projects I think I've ever done. I'm really proud of myself. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to my channel before you leave. With that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.